Sometimes it appears that we're reaching a period when our senses and our minds will no longer respond to moderate stimulation. We seem to be approaching an age of the gross. Persuasion through speeches and books is too often discarded for disruptive demonstrations aimed at bludgeoning the unconvinced into action. The young, and by this I don't mean by any stretch of the imagination all the young, but I'm talking about those who claim to speak for the young. At the zenith of physical power and sensitivity, overwhelm themselves with drugs and artificial stimulants. Subtlety is lost, and fine distinctions based on acute reasoning are carelessly ignored in a headlong jump to a predetermined conclusion. Life is visceral rather than intellectual, and the most visceral practitioners of life are those who characterize themselves as intellectuals. Truth is to them revealed rather than logically proved. And the principal infatuations of today revolve around the social sciences, those subjects which can accommodate any opinion, and about which the most reckless conjecture cannot be discredited. Education is being redefined at the demand of the uneducated to suit the ideas of the uneducated. The student now goes to college to proclaim rather than to learn. The lessons of the past are ignored and obliterated in a contemporary antagonism known as the generation gap. A spirit of national masochism prevails, encouraged by an effete core of impudent snobs who characterize themselves as intellectuals.
The people likes me very much, and the reason why I'm very popular, because I always speak to them truth, and if I don't have anything to tell them, I keep quiet.
On March 10, 1974, the General announced, with the help of friendly countries, Uganda is going to arm to the teeth to reach an international combat level.
From right number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up! From right into number 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, up!
As a paratrooper, they know exactly to jump and be into sections.
Fire! Motor! Fire! Motor! Fire! Motor! Fire! Motor! Fire! Motor! Fire! Motor! Fire! Position!
This is the song they do before they jump. It warms them completely. I can't tell you because it is confidential in any country. Cannot tell you the strength of the army. Since I came in power, automatically Uganda became revolutionary. Not only the armed forces, but the whole police, prisons, the whole public.
Why exactly are you here? Honest to God. What?
Well, you know, I've been wanting to be on your show in the worst way for the longest time.
Well, you're on in the worst way, believe me. Don't get around that. Well,
So I figured I had to get impeached and thrown out of office to get a chance to get invited by you.
I was looking down the records here. Otto Kerner, Democrat, governor of the state of Illinois, convicted on 17 counts of bribery, conspiracy, perjury, and charges related to accepting bribes. Daniel Walker, Democrat. He was convicted in 1987 of improprieties relating to the First American Savings and Loan Association Bank, sentenced to 7 years. He is the governor. Governor George Ryan, currently serving a 6.5-year prison term at a medium security prison and is scheduled to be out. He'll be out and walking around 2013. Now, I mean, is this just part of the oath of office that you guys take? I mean, what? How is this possible? What is that?
Well, when you read it that way, it's obviously a dangerous thing. And had I known that when I ran the first time, I wouldn't have run. I'd have stayed as a congressman. But I'd like your listeners to know, and everybody in Illinois and anyone else who's listening, that unlike those, I'll be vindicated. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And I'll have an opportunity to be able to go into court and prove that I did nothing wrong.
Now, you know, here's my impression, and I'm not a pundit or an expert, but I saw you on The View. I saw you on the Rachel Maddow show. I saw you on the Today Show. I saw you on, I think, every other show that is in production currently. and the more you talked and the more you repeated your innocence, the more I said to myself, oh, this guy's guilty.
I know that human being and fish can coexist peacefully. If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned, and you're working hard to put food on your family, rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country. See, I don't think you can be. You teach a child to read, and he or her will be able to pass a literacy test. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again. See, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of turn. It's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
Tribal sovereignty means that. It's sovereign. You've been given sovereignty and you're viewed as a sovereign entity. Okay. And therefore, the relationship between the federal government and tribes is one between sovereign entities.
The president of Chechnya?
No, can you?
Can you name the president of Taiwan?
Yeah, Lee. The new Pakistani general has just been elected. He's not elected. This guy took over office. He appears he's going to bring stability to the country, and I think that's good news for the subcontinent.
And you can name him?
General. I can't name the general.
And it's?
General.
Prime Minister of India?
The new Prime Minister of India is, no. Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. And in recent weeks, Americans have seen those emotions on display. On the streets of major cities, the United States of America is engaged in a war against a extremist group of folks.
And on Iran, they've so far refused to respond. Is it now past the deadline, or do they still have more time to respond?
I thought you asked about the pig. Families is where our nation finds hope, where wings take dream. They want us to leave. That's what they want us to do. And I think the world would be better off if we did leave. If we left, the world would be worse. I think war is a dangerous place. And that part of the world is an important message.
Anything, only in America. Only in America would a couple like that be allowed to unite. Beautiful people, yes. Beautiful people.
God bless America.
God bless America, yes. This being election year, they're wonderful people. Fine taxpayers. Do I know any stories about it? No, I don't.
One little one.
Very mundane people, but
Well, give me one little story about Jamie.
very boring person. But a wonderful person, but very boring.
Any Mike Weiss stories?
Mike Weiss, very boring person. Hates to drink, doesn't like to smoke. All around kind of guy. Very athletic, loves to run, fine golfer.
And Kelly Weiss.
Kelly, very skinny fella, marathon runner, hates to drink. Only in America could a guy like him even find work.
And last but not least, Nancy Weiss.
Nancy Weiss, very slim person, loves to run marathons. Only in America would anybody call her mom.
Thank you.
Yes.
I haven't been counting them because I've run out of fingers on my hands. I hear there's rumors on the internets, and it is underestimated the compassion of our country. I think they underestimated the will and determination of the commander-in-chief too. Administrator Karen Tandy of the Drug Administration. I played Cannon.
Mr. President,
No, you're not Ken. That Cannon. You're Ken.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, Cannon.
2 years ago, the mayor of my, Gavin Newsom, the mayor of my hometown,
You're Ken. Sorry. You thought I said Cannon. I thank you all and the citizens of this community for this. America needs a military where our